I'm going to skip my boring-ass intro if that's cool because holy shit, we have to talk about the Acolyte. I wanted to apologize if my 4th of July video was different than what you would expect. I got a new wheelchair, so you know I had to try it out. Psych, did you actually think I was telling the truth? If so, you are in fact a fool. It was a classic disabled Danny fake out. Of course I'm going to talk about myself before Star Wars. I'm literally the Danny in Disabled Danny. I also needed to make this video longer. Not for monetizing purposes because remember, we live in a broken-ass society. If they're longer it's more work for me, which is objectively a good thing. First and foremost, I had an MRI this week that showed no signs of cancer returning. Everything comes up Dano. I went to my rec center and was whipping around the track like Lightning McQueen. Kerchow, am I right? My other wheelchair is named Mac. It's a bit less mobile but more comfortable. Yes, both of my wheelchairs are named after characters from the 2005 Pixar film, Cars. Look at this big-ass flag. And all of this other stuff I just thought was neato. The track is really cool too. This hallway gives me quite a few ideas for shenanigans.
My penis can only get so erect.
The track also offers a cool view of the gym. And the workout area. After I was done on the track, I did a little exploring, mostly to find future opportunities for Dantix. That's when I found the field house. And I seriously had some fun there, I'll tell you what. Look at those dirty fucking dangles. I'm just clapping wicked wristers and making hypothetical tendies look silly. I'm just lighting lamps and crushing ramps, buddy. Just call me Iser Dan. I can't just talk about the rec center though. I went to Inclusively Fit per usual. Even though I don't use them for much, it's still important to focus on these muscles. My lower body is usually taken out of the equation, so I tend to focus on arms and core. I'm doing bicep curls and tricep extensions here. I don't know how to talk about this stuff without sounding like a gym bro meathead douchebag.
4 bodyguards! 5 bodyguards!
I've said before that my safety relies on core and arm strength. And we know that safety.
It's badass!
I had yoga too. Each week I do a different activity, but every time I get my stretch on. And do this sequence of poses starting in Child's and going from there into Cobra. From Cobra I go to Downward Dog, then back to Child's pose. Along with walking, obviously. Also, I've noticed this in pretty much every big tub video. Bro, I know that shit is annoying as hell. I'm here to tell you that every second of sleep you missed because of it was absolutely justified, because I noticed. Seriously though, Tub my guy, hit me up and I'll just give you some danbanas. I don't want you to have to deal with those locks while trying to create. Anyway, the Acolyte. Golly and a half, right? I've been watching every week and have really been enjoying the Acolytes Out podcast. You already know I can't get enough Star Wars explained. First and foremost, I loves me a good whodunit. They kind of set up the expectation this was going to be your run-of-the-mill mystery far, far away. I was legitimately excited for that. Something integral to a good mystery is the layers of the onion being revealed each week. Not only did they defy my expectations, they still managed to tell a compelling story without relying on or bastardizing the High Republic initiative. They were not afraid to kill off characters at all, which I am personally a fan of. Not only were all of those things in the finale, they were flawlessly executed. I like the tease for season 2, but Disney can't seem but help to do this.
Remember this guy? Remember this guy?
It was nice they didn't treat the audience like little babies. Identity reveals weren't treated as this big thing, because the writers clearly understood the viewer had a functioning brain would not have been surprised. Also, anyone who says anything about a retcon just doesn't know what they're talking about. The whole point of the show is to present a cover-up. Calling it a retcon kinda proves you don't get it. Stupid, toxic fans aside, I have to say it's very refreshing to see Star Wars characters behaving somewhat relatably. Usually you're left scratching your head when an episode wraps up. But in a show where the characters are dealing with objectively stressful things, they always respond in a way that we, the audience, can understand. Like we get why Torben did something rather boneheaded. Like the fall of the Jedi makes a lot more sense in context. It's nice to see the bridge between for light and for life and this.
The legacy of the Jedi is failure, hypocrisy, hubris.
Also, can we talk about this for a second? Jedi fight times 3? Yes please. Thank you. It was cool that his scar is part of the backstory. They're also leaving it rather ambiguous on whether getting in someone else's head is a good or bad thing. We had the Jedi mind trick.
These aren't the droids you're looking for.
These aren't the droids we're looking for.
But that was seen as something the good guys did. In this show, mind control is seen as very dark. Shit, it's what killed the main character. I know I'm not allowed to use the robot for commercial reasons. But fuck it, that doesn't mean I can't just tell you to go to my website, disableddanny.com.
We have a great product in the shop that we're excited to share with you. Check it out on our site. We've got something to share. We're really proud of our product and are excited to make it available on our website. Check it out now.
You can join my cult, the Dan Fam, by subscribing. I don't really know what to refer to cult members as. I feel like if I called you brothers and sisters, shit would get really weird really fast. So I'm going to refer to cult members as Dan fans. Not literal fans though. Because I feel like a bunch of people blowing their saliva in the air would be yucky. We want the Dan Fam to be a nice and clean cult. Remember to like this video and I guess hit the notification bell. But as always, be gentle. I'll see you guys next week. Peace out.